going through some little windy roads in West Virginia. I think I'm getting close to Raynell, something like that. And I was wanting to point out how good the Comma AI works. This little thing that's right here on the dash. Some information about it. You have to buy the thing from Comma AI. They're located in San Diego, California. But you buy the thing, it's about $1,000. This is an older model. This is a 3X. They have the Comma 4, which is smaller and it has better, it gets rid of heat better. And you might see this fan right here. I've never actually used that fan. I just put it in for this trip thinking out west it may get warmer. I have saw the Comma AI 3X cut off one time due to heat. And it was when I got in the car when it was really hot outside. So it's not a typical occurrence by no means. And then it will restart. Like I said, I've never saw it shut off going down the road. If you got the air on in the car, it's not going to shut off, in my experience. And I've driven about 40,000 miles using it. So anyway, yeah, the reason I'm talking about it right here on these little windy roads is it's interesting how well it works, given the fact that you just mount it on your dash and then you intercept your camera to your particular car. It'll fit over 300 models of cars. You have to have a camera, and you're going to need, I think, keep lane assist. You can look all this up yourself and if I'm wrong, but so yeah, so you hook it up, you put a little Y adapter in your camera, you unhook your camera, you hook the harness in, and then you use the T off of it into this thing. And then basically you just use your cruise control just like normal. Now there is an option to buy a little power harness that goes all the way back over to your OBD2 port, and I did do that, and that allows you to offload stuff a little better onto Wi-Fi and stuff. You don't have to have it, and that's an extra $100. So I think I have $1,100 in this one. The Comma 4, the smaller new one, is about the same price, I believe, and they will give you, or at least the last time I checked, they'll give you $250 if you turn this one in. Same process and everything between the two models. It's just this one's got a little bigger display. The newer one has a smaller display, but eventually this will get outdated and not be supported, So anyway, the whole point of this thing is going down the road on these crooked roads. I'll show you my hands. I got my hands right here. And here comes a bus. Now I'm going to put my hand near the wheel because I don't know how well. I don't want to, hurt nobody. Like it will mess up every now and then, but I haven't touched the steering wheel. I went around that curve without touching the steering wheel. Right now I'm using the Frog Pilot open fork derivative off of Open Pilot. So the Comma AI company makes the piece of hardware, and they sell a piece of software. Well, no, they don't sell the software, they give it to you. That's how they get around the whole, they had some sort of infringement thing or copyright, or somebody wouldn't let them sell the software and the hardware together. So they sell you the hardware and give you the software. And then people have taken that software and made forks of it the two main ones are Sunny Pilot and Frog Pilot. And I've used both of them. I've also used Open Pilot. The one I'm using right now, Frog Pilot, has a bunch of little sounds and stuff, and it's a good derivative, or it's a good fork. So is Sunny Pilot. A couple others, Dragon Pilot, and then they have specific stuff for like Ford's Blue something. I can't remember the name of it. Now see right there, I wanted to touch the wheel because I wanted to make sure it would find that truck. But anyway, Frog Pilot and Sunny Pilot have a little additional thing called, the acronym is MADS, and it might stand for Modified Assistant Driving. I shouldn't even try to say things I don't know what I'm talking about, but anyway, it's called MADS, and what you do is when you're going down little roads like this, you set the cruise control, you push cruise in my case, or you start up cruise control, but you don't set it. So you start cruise, but you don't set it. And then what happens is it'll steer for you. It doesn't brake or anything, but your crash avoidance stuff, like if I came up with this guy too fast right here now, it would still, put the brakes on for you. But yeah, that's a good feature too. And the Open Pilot software that they sell it doesn't have that in it, to my knowledge. I've never, pretty sure it doesn't. But I like the whole, I don't know if I can get it to do it here or not, but no. The MADS, where you can just start and stop, or you can take the gas pedal, hit it, go as fast, whatever speed, and you use your brakes, but you still keep your hands off the steering wheel. So, and see right here, she's wandering a little bit more than I like. I will say the last version of the last update to Frog Pilot, it might be Frog Pilot, it could be something Open Pilot is doing, I'm not sure. It's wandering around, like right here now is a good example of it. I think wandering around a little too much. But yeah, that's some information about Frog Pilot, and I'm going to, I'll hold on right here for these curves, and I got a couple cars going by me, so I'm going to be real careful here. See, to me, it overspooled right there. It turned a little too sharp into it. So it's going to try to go around, and it's going to probably squeal at me. Now, I put my hand on the wheel right there. I didn't like the way that felt. The electric steering wheel has, let's say it has 100% torque. It can spin the wheel maximum rate, assisting you, typical steering. Well, I think it's 80% that the Open Pilot, or maybe Frog Pilot only, or Sunny Pilot. I think here's what I know. In Frog Pilot, pretty sure I know this. Frog Pilot, 80% of the torque limit is allowed until it'll make this little scream. If you set it up that way, it's called a goat scream. And I might can get it to do it here if I don't have no traffic around me. But you're going around a curve too quick, it'll holler at you, and it actually say, Jesus, take the wheel right here. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have enough curve here to do it. But yeah, see, I'm going to grab that before it squeals at me. But it's a good little thing to have. Maybe right here I can do it. Let me see. We'll speed up. There's nobody behind me. Yeah, right there it says, Jesus, take the wheel, starts hollering. See, it drifted over into the line. I just now touched the wheel, or about a second before I told you that. It still was steering, but it's over its 80% limit. So I like it. Um, some people call it level 2.5.